Good morning, children. Today I am going to start with the second chapter of your literature, that is Cherry Tree. The author's name is Ruskin Bond. He is very famous among children for his short stories. To give you an introduction about this chapter, the story revolves around a 6-year-old boy, Rakesh, who planted a seed of cherry which grew up under his care. He nurtured it, and while all this process of that cherry tree growing up, he learned a lot of lessons like dedication, struggle, pride and responsibility. Children, I hope all of you have purchased your literature book. So I'll read the chapter, explain you the word meanings and the lines wherever it is required. Okay. So coming to the chapter, one day when Rakesh was 6, he walked from the Masuri Bazaar eating cherries. They were little sweet, a little sour. Sour means kadwa. Small bright red cherries which had come all the way from Kashmir Valley. Where he used to live, there good cherries were not available because dry cold wind was there and soil was stony, because of which the plants could not grow properly. They were underdeveloped. Here in the Himalayan foothills where Rakesh lived, there were not many fruit trees. The soil was stony and dry cold winds stunted the growth of most plants. But on the more sheltered slopes, there were forests of oak and deodar. These were the two trees which were found on the slopes. Rakesh lived with his grandfather on the outskirts of Masuri, just where the forest began. Grandfather was a retired forest ranger. Now the word ranger here means a person who is in charge of taking care of forest property so that no one illegally enters the forest. The one who enforces the rules and regulation implemented by the government. He had a little cottage outside the town. Rakesh was on his way home from school when he bought the cherries. He paid 50 paisa for the bunch. It took him about half an hour. Half an hour he used to walk from his school to home. And by the time he reached the cottage, there were only 3 cherries left. Here have a cherry, grandfather, he said as soon as he saw his grandfather. Grandfather took 1 cherry and Rakesh promptly ate the other 2. He kept the last seed in his mouth for some time, rolling it round and round on his tongue until all the tang had gone. Tang matlab kai bar, for example, when you eat bear khate hain aap log, so the seed, when it is there, you keep on rolling until the last bit of taste, the sweetness is there in that seed. You suck it and then only you throw it out. So that tang means that the taste of that cherry. And then he placed the seed on his palm of his hand and studied it. Are cherry seeds lucky? Asked Rakesh. Of course, nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. So now his grandfather explains his grandson that everything, if you just throw it away or just keep it aside, then it is not lucky. But even the slightest of the smallest thing can be made useful. If you use it in a proper way, it will bring luck to you. It will be good for you. But there are many people, ye musse nahi hoga, that is a waste, this is a waste. But even if talking about children, some children say, I can't study this subject. This is not my cup of tea. But when you work hard, you put in more labor, you can score the highest. The same way, the grandfather said, nothing is unlucky. Everything is good if you put it in a proper use. What can I do with a seed? Plant it. So Rakesh found a small spade, a tool to dig the soil, and began to dig up a flower bed. Hey, not there, said grandfather. I have sown mustard in that bed. Plant it in that shady corner where it won't be disturbed. Rakesh went to a corner of the garden where the earth was soft and yielding. Yielding matlab उपज अच्छी आती है उस पर, matlab you will get more. He did not have to dig. He pressed the seed into the soil with his thumb and it went right in. Then he had his lunch and ran off to play cricket with his friends and forgot all about the cherry tree, the cherry seed which he has planted. When it was winter in the hills, a cold wind blew down from the snows and went hoo-hoo in the deodar trees. Hoo-hoo is a sound, आवाज जो आती थी, the sound that used to come when trees used to touch, their leaves used to touch, when the cold wind used to blow. And the garden was dry and bare. In the evenings, grandfather and Rakesh sat over a charcoal fire, and grandfather told Rakesh stories about people who turned into animals and ghosts who lived in trees and beans that jumped and stones that wept. And in turn, Rakesh would read to him the newspaper, because his grandfather was very fond of reading newspaper. Because of his old age, he was not able to read, so Rakesh used to read the newspaper. Rakesh found the newspaper very dull, especially after the stories, but grandfather wanted all the news. They knew it was spring when the wild duck flew north again to Siberia. We know that in winters, we also in India also we see that some birds migrate from other countries. Same way, during the spring season, the duck flew again to Siberia. The duck which used to come from Siberia, they used to flew back. Early in the morning, when he got up to chop wood and light a fire, Rakesh saw a V-shaped formation streaming northward and heard the calls of birds. So the morning when he woke up and he was out, he saw in the sky, he can see a V-shaped formation formed by these ducks. They were flying back to the northward direction. Bird clearly through the thin mountain air. One morning in the garden, he bent to pick up what he thought was a small twig. Twig मतलब एक हल्का सा टुकड़ा जो कि एक बीज में से निकला होगा, नया पत्ता, something like that. A slender shoot growing from a shrub twig, and found to his surprise that it was well rooted. He stared at it for a moment, then ran to fetch grandfather, calling, "Dada, come and look, the cherry tree has come up." It was the seed which he had planted had started growing. "What cherry trees?" asked grandfather, who had forgotten about it. "The seed we planted last year. Look, it's come up." Rakesh went up to on his hunches. Hunches मतलब घुटनों पे जाना. Look with difficult मतलब when you bend down and you come onto your knees and bend and observe something clearly is known as hunches. When grandfather bent almost double and peered means look with great difficulty or with lot of concentration is known as peer down at the tiny tree. It was about 4 inches high. "Yes, it's a cherry tree," said grandfather. "You should water it now and then." Rakesh ran indoor and came back with a bucket of water. "Don't throw it," said grandfather. Rakesh gave it a sprinkle and circled it with pebbles. "What are the pebbles for?" asked grandfather. Grandfather said because it was a small tiny shoot coming out of that seed, so he can't throw the water over it. It has to be sprinkled. And what did Rakesh do? Rakesh tried to build a small boundary around that small plant, so that there is a private area for that and they can water and everyone will care for that plant. He looked at the tree every morning, but it did not seem to be growing very fast. So he stopped looking at it, except quickly out of the corner of his eyes. And after a week or two, when he allowed himself to look at it properly, he found that it had grown at least an inch. So every day he used to observe the tree, how much it had grown, and then he found that it was not growing. So he said, "Now I am not going to look every day." After a week, when he looked, he found that it had grown 1 inch. That year the monsoon rain came early, and Rakesh plodded to and from school in raincoat and gumboot. Plodded means to walk slowly with heavy steps. Ferns sprang from the trunks of trees. Strange-looking lilies came up in the long grasses. and even when it wasn't raining, the trees dripped, the mist came curling up the valley. So during the rainy season, you can see when the rain, even if it is not raining, small droplets from the tree, it falls like a mist. The same way during along the roadsides, small rainy flowers blooms. The cherry tree grew quickly in this season. It was about 2 feet high when a goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained. So, never mind, said grandfather, seeing that Rakesh was upset. Now Rakesh was very upset when he saw that the plant which he had nurtured, he had watered and taken care, had grown only 2 feet, and that also the goat has eaten up. Only the main stem was left. So grandfather says, don't worry beta, this tree will grow up. That is out of so many difficulty, that the tree will bloom. Tree will give you a lesson that whatever happens, it will bloom in, and it will bear fruits. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the trees. Then a woman cutting the grass cut the... When grandfather saw this, that a woman had cut the cherry tree into half in between, he said, don't worry Rakesh. Rakesh was very upset seeing this. He thought the tree will die off, but the grandfather consoled him and said, it may not. But the cherry tree had no intention of dying. By the time summer came round again, it had sent several new shoots with tender green leaves. Rakesh had grown taller too. He was 8 now, a sturdy boy with a curly black hair and deep black eyes. Blackberry, grandfather called them. His eyes grandfather used to call his eyes blackberry. The monsoon, Rakesh went home to his village to help his father and mother with the planting and ploughing and sowing. He was thinner but stronger when he came back to his grandfather's house at the end of rains to find that cherry tree had grown another foot. It was now up to his chest. Even when there was rain, Rakesh would sometimes water the tree. He wanted it to know that he was there. Rakesh always used to go around the cherry tree to make the tree feel that someone was waiting for the fruits and someone is there to take care of the tree. One day he found a bright green praying mantis perched on a branch. Perched matlab resting on something. Green praying mantis matlab a form of a grasshopper which eats the leaves of the trees. Peering at him with bulging eyes, Rakesh let it again remain there. It was the cherry tree's first visitor. The first creature has visited the cherry tree. The next visitor was a hairy caterpillar who started making a meal of the leaves. Now we all know the caterpillar eats leaves. Rakesh removed it quickly and dropped it on the heap of a dry leaf. Come back when you are butterfly. So Rakesh told that caterpillar after removing it, ki you grow up. Good morning children. I have taught you till page number 17. Read the chapter, go through the videos which ma'am will be uploading today, and I will upload the question answers in eCare, and whatever doubt you have, we will clear it during the doubt clearing session today. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.